And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast.
Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Tampa.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Here's 2nd and 8. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Here's the Panthers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Looking to put a drive together.
19 Tigers.
Now the former volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal. Street. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
70 Ranger. Get up. Hawk 70.
From the gun on 3rd down. Brewer. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Garcia. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Here's Ethan Evans now.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now a 2nd and 10.
Come on. Hey. 70, Timberwolves.
They'll drop the throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A big play there for Carolina. 51 yards.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
Panther 60. Go.
They're going to look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Now 2nd and 9.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Here we go. Shot. Ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Yeah, he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Slot man moves right. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Now he's going to stick.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. It's their quarterback. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Panthers are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check, Panther. Get up.
They'll run on first down. Sampson trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
The Buccaneers had 6 and 9 to start play. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all three phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
And that'll fold it. Complete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. You look at this Carolina defense.
This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. They've got to improve in this area.
Come on. Check. 1918.
From the gun on third down. Brewer. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Ethan Evans on now to punt.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's second and 3.
70 Timberwolves.
They'll look to throw here. Looking now, and that's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Throw left side complete. That's Reyes. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down.
These two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Cougar 19. 68. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll look to throw again.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a first down here.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check-down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he can only manage to get a couple.
2nd and 8 coming up. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd and 7.
They'll set up a throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set. Control 80.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the...
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. From 6 yards away.
And the Panthers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop it for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 60.
Back to throw. Brewer. He finds his man, complete. It's Garcia. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Let's go now. Ready.
Up the middle they go. Sampson. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Check smash. Check smash.
Looking to throw.
Brewer setting up the screen for Sampson.
And he's got some space here. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
15 yards.
15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Come on. Come on. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Off play action.
Brewer will swing this out to Sampson.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
2nd and 5. Left sideline a dime, and it looks like he's got it. And he'll be touchdown in the end, but a big play on that one.
22 yards. That's another Buccaneers first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Sampson is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 40-yard line.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Back to throw. Threw it. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Emeka Booker from 4 yards out. And the Bucs have got it back to within a score. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Buccaneers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. It became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Ready, go.
Back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big 30-yard play on third.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Panther 11.
Back to throw again. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Let's go. 6.
On play action, they'll throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Come on. 19 Tigers.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
Cut 19. Bronco 80. Ready.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Touchdown! From 17 yards out. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point forthcoming. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Buccaneers 7.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
600 block. I just want to run. I just want to run.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Throwing to start the drive. Brewer. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He finds his man complete. That's Garcia. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Panther 60.
Operating from the gun. Brewer. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
60 Eagles. Buffalo 18.
Looking to throw. Brewer. Over the middle, complete. It's Hayes. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
Blocking 18.
Back to throw. Brewer.
That is caught at the 7. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Brewer. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. As the first half is winding down. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now he's going to step up and run. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And his kick here is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready?
A final shot before break. And his throw is going to be incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done. That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right?
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. His third touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Buccaneers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. It's been quite the game for him individually, a trio.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back. And he's going to be brought down, but the double pass worked to perfection. A big play there for Carolina. 43 yards.
And the Panther first down.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Back to throw here. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here we go.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now back to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll look to throw. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Ready?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
First down and goal to go at the 2-yard line.
How about this starting field position? First and goal from 2 yards out.
Go!
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point safely through. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
19-18.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Cougar 19. Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have a box first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Let go.
Looking to throw. Open man is Ibuka. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready, ready.
From the gun on 3rd down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
At the 37-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Drop 60, drop 60.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Final minute now of the third quarter.
Viking 18.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
One advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here we go, stop. 70 Lions. Ready.
Out of the gun now on third down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And he hits the up one, but it caroms in anyway with plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And that will extend their lead even further. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Ready. Cougar 19.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
Get it. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Back to throw. Brewer. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
One of the great coaches said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And this offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, Brewer. The Panther just too strong. They get there and take him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out, they'll try to increase the pressure.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. And the Buccaneers are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
19 Tiger. Go.
Throwing to start the drive. Brewer. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Only 3 there on the screen and 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Third and 19.
Come on, come on. Set. Blocking 18. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Brewer. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Bravo 80.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Ready, go.
He'll set up to throw. He'll try to pick it up himself. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Dragon 60. Ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Brewer. He finds his man. Complete. That's Garcia. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up second down. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
18, 19 Lions.
Second and 4. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Cowboy 80.
From the gun on third down. Brewer. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. They'll look to throw again. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Looking to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Cut. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready.
Here's Sanders. Oh, he's got Ibuka. That's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ibuka, 37 yards. And the Bucs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
34, Buccaneers 28.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, you throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again. It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Come on, come on.
He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he stopped immediately there. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Okay,
now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Stack. Scoop.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Panther 1st down, and it is celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the short.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Panthers are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now stands at 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Tag. Bronco 80. Let go.
Sanders.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
Ready.
Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready. 19, Tiger, 19.
Throwing, Sanders.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Ready.
And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. Oh, no, and this is a disaster. They try to fake spike, and he gets sacked.
It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
Go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, it will make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
And he returns this to the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the check.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Let's go now.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Panthers,
they continue to show they're playoff ready as they move to 13-3 with 1 game remaining.
that'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.